Hello you, welcome back to our Scandinavia and Baltics cruise on P&O Britannia. Today we are in Stockholm in Sweden. It's a lovely view from the ship here, but as you can see it's quite far away, so I'm going to go ahead and say that walking into the city probably isn't the best idea if you want to get the most out of the day. My advice would be to book an excursion through the ship or a separate if you can find one, or to get the hop-on hop-off bus tour, which is what we did. Our plan for the day was to go and visit the ABBA Museum, which we knew was somewhere behind here, which was quite a way away, and also get to see some of the rest of the city, so we knew the hop-on hop-off was going to be the right choice for us. They're quite easy to find. You can just follow the path out off the ship into the car park where you'll see them all there. There's two, maybe three different rival bus companies to use, so find out which one's going to give you the best offer and the best stops that you want to see. But don't be swayed by them, because we were a bit hassled by one of the companies who got annoyed when we didn't go with them. So we chose the City Sightseeing Company, which I think is the one you see everywhere. Having said that though, on our way back, we got a little bit stuck waiting for a bus and we were panicked that we were not going to get back to the ship in time, and the Red Sightseeing Bus Company came along way before ours did, and they let us on for free just to get back to the ship. So that was quite nice. Obviously they didn't have to do that, but we appreciated it. You can see already it's a beautiful city and this lovely waterfront that you drive around. In fact, Stockholm's actually made up of 14 different islands, so come to think of it, with a bit of planning, you could probably make your way around by ferry. There are so many connecting the different islands and areas of the city. You can just spot Britannia off in the distance there, so you can see it is quite a way away. Crossing over this bridge takes us to the island where there are a number of different museums, all nicely organised together. This is the Nordic Museum, and then we were heading on to the ABBA Museum. My top tip for this, it might be an obvious one and it applies for me the same everywhere, get there early. There was no queue when we got there, and look at this queue when we came out. Who can resist one of these? Now, I'll be honest, I'm not necessarily the biggest ABBA fan. I do like a lot of their songs, and to be fair, we have been to see the ABBA Voyage a couple of times. Maybe I am a bigger fan than I realise, but mostly it was for Glenn. He wanted to come here and we wanted to see them, and I absolutely was happy to go along with that. To be fair, it really surprised me. It was really cool to get to see how the music was made and check out the original outfits and memorabilia and stuff, and you do get quite a good behind the scenes look at how everything worked for them. So I would say, even if you're not necessarily a big fan, it's worth coming anyway and just seeing from the music point of view and the process of all of it, how they put it all together. It's really interesting, and it's a really fun kind of exhibition, and it's also really interactive. You can get up and sing with ABBA here. You can go into a little recording studio and do some karaoke to sing along, and also there's a silent disco, so you can get on some headphones and have a little dance around if you want to. But the amount of costumes, memorabilia, and just the amount of records and everything just really makes you realise how big they were and how successful they were at the time. And it really is just amazing to see it all. Just around the corner from the ABBA Museum is the Grunalund amusement park, which hopefully I've said that just about right. We didn't go in, but there's a few different roller coasters in here and some big drop towers which looked pretty scary. I definitely wouldn't be able to go on those. And I'd be sick on some of the other rides as well anyway. Do you see how they all got flipped forward to face the floor just as they're about to go down? Why would you even do that to yourself? I do enjoy a theme park, but I just get so motion sick on a lot of the rides, it's just not worth it for me, unfortunately. I am quite envious of people that can go on things like this and not come off being sick. As we were heading back up to find the bus, we saw these old streetcars and trams, which I thought were pretty cool, and quite a nice way to be able to get around the city as well if you weren't on a hop-on hop-off or another tour. Back on the bus, we went back past the ABBA Museum, and there was still quite a queue there. I do believe you can book time slots, and maybe we were just lucky to turn up and there was not many people around, but we got there early, and as I said earlier, that's probably going to be the best option for you as well. So the hop-on hop-off bus tour I think cost us about £30 for the day here, which isn't necessarily cheap, but you do get to use it the whole time you're there. You can go around as many times as you want to, obviously if you've got the time, and you do get to get off and on wherever you want to, so you can see quite a few different things in the day. They vary from city to city. I wouldn't always suggest they're the best thing to do, because sometimes there's more than enough time for you to walk around and see a place for yourself. But Certainly here in Stockholm it was a good idea for us. We were able to see a lot along the way as we were going from one place to another, and yeah, get off, just have a wander when we wanted to as well. Next up, we stopped off at the Stockholm City Hall to have a look around. It's an impressive looking building from the outside, but once you get into the courtyard area, it's just amazing. The red brick looks lovely here, and you can see the big tower which on the other side overlooks the water. And the way these archways lead through to the water is beautiful, and just really unusual kind of architecture. The town hall here is where they host the Nobel Prize banquet every year as well, which I think is pretty cool. Whilst we've got a quiet moment, now is the perfect time to give this video a thumbs up, just to tell me how much you like it. Also, feel free to add any comments or any questions that you'd like to, and subscribe to my channel while you're here. You can check out the previous videos I've done for this cruise, as well as other cruises that we've been on where I share our adventures and give you different hints and tips to get the most out of your cruising, and just hopefully some inspiration for cruises that you want to take in the future and places to go. If you'd like to see more from me, you can also follow me on Instagram. Just search for McV Cruise and Travel and you should hopefully find me, and all of the different cruise adventures we've been on are shared there as well. We decided to stretch our legs a little bit and walk from here back towards the island, which contains like the old town part of the city. It was really weird going across the bridge and being this close to where the trains were driving past. After a short walk, we made it into Stockholm's old town, known as Gamla Stan. Such a nice area to walk around. There's loads of narrow cobbled streets with colourful buildings and little side streets all over the place. There's always something interesting to look at. It's also full of small cafes and shops and really cool old buildings. Even though it's one of the oldest parts of the city, it still feels really busy and full of life. It's definitely one of those places where you can just wander around without a plan, take some pictures and enjoy the atmosphere. And it's always important to stop, take in your surroundings and appreciate where you are, as well as getting a beer and maybe a little snack too. From there you can walk along the waterfront a little bit and go past the Royal Palace, and we caught a glimpse of the Parliament building just over across the water, and then headed up the side of the Royal Palace to get a better view of it. We turned around and head through the Royal Palace to the courtyard area, and the palace itself is really big, and I read that it was one of the biggest in Europe actually, and it's still the official residence of the Swedish royal family. This little bit you get to walk through to the courtyard was really impressive, so I can't imagine what the rest of the inside looks like. And we were there just at the right time to catch a little bit of the changing of the guard as well. There's just one guy here in white trousers, which doesn't feel right compared to everyone else. We took the opportunity for a last couple of views from here before heading back to the bus to get back to the ship. I think in reality we probably weren't that close to missing the sail away time or anything, but I never like to leave it too close just to be safe. I don't want to be one of those pier runners. Don't go anywhere just yet. I'm going to show you a couple of clips of us leaving Stockholm for the sail out, which is the most amazing sail out through the archipelago of islands. I will post a separate full video of all of the clips that I got from that, because there's quite a lot of it and probably too much to show here. One more run of the chairplanes before we go. Definitely being sick. So I am a cruise nerd. I love sailaways and all the things like that, and these manoeuvres that the ships do, they just boggle my mind, the fact that they're so huge and they can move in such like a tight turning circle in such a small space with so many other boats around. It just feels crazy and I love watching it. I never want to miss the ship, but I would appreciate, I think, one day being on land watching this kind of thing happen as well. Britannia's aft is perfect for this kind of sail out. There's a few tiered decks at the back that you can sit out on, and one of them with the sunset bar on, which is perfect. Sit with a few drinks and watch the sail out. And on this evening it was warm enough for us to sit out there for hours, and it was beautiful just watching everything go by. It's these kind of things that make cruising so exciting for me, because you just can't experience this any other way. To summarise on all of this, we had the most amazing day here in Stockholm. I really enjoyed the ABBA Museum, much more than I thought I was going to even, and just generally getting to explore was great. And to top it all off, this beautiful sail out. But at some point you do have to interrupt these views for some dinner. So we went into the Glass House, which is more of a casual dining place on board. You can just turn up as long as they've got space. You don't have to make a booking, you can just get in and have some delicious food. They do tapas style items here, or you can have like a fish and chips or some steak. And the food here is amazing. and I'm so hungry just watching this back now. After dinner, we were back up to the sunset bar at the back of the ship to continue watching some views and have a few more drinks. Keep an eye out for my separate video that I will post with the kind of full sail out here from Stockholm, and in the meantime, thank you for watching this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to my channel, let me know if you've got any comments or questions, and I will be happy to answer them in the comments here. Thank you, I will see you in the next one.